What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? All right, so good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time you're watching this. This is the FAMS podcast. I am your host, Tay Oracle. We have with us today the meeting of the siblings. We have Angie T, Sir Groove, Eugene, Success Builder, Adam T. And we're gonna go ahead and hop into our topics today. Seems like it's been a while since we met up, but today's topic will be medical doctors. How do you guys feel about medical doctors? Holistic health and medicine is what we're going to discuss, or should I say pills versus the natural. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that as a whole, is the world or the country rather, or our community is moving towards or going back to rather natural and holistic medicine? Or do you think we're pushing more into the medical industry? What are you guys' thoughts on that? Like which is better and what's our community leaning towards?
In
Anybody like
my
to start it off? Okay. And Angie T has the floor.
in my opinion, I um I believe that the natural holistic health is the way to go right now. Now,
Okay, holistic
and I
health.
think slowly more people are coming to that.
And why do you
Going
feel that
to
way, Angie T?
because it's so much going on with the food industry now, with the sick animals and the chemicals that's
You mean
being injected in them.
to our food supply?
Yes.
Okay, understood. So do you trust
And
the medical industry? Do you trust your doctor wholly?
to a certain extent,
Do you trust them with your life?
uh, I can't say that. I trust God with my life.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right. Okay,
yeah.
that's
I'll
all
go
right.
with that. That's a good one to a trust.
Hmm. So how do you feel about this, Sir Groove? Like, what do you think is the world or our community rather? Are we pushing towards holistic medicine? Are we returning to that, or are we leaning
I,
further into the medical industry?
right now, I think it's still the medical industry has a big hold on it because of misinformation, and even the medical community, I think, has been misinformed. It's
Yes.
like this
Mhm.
stuff is so deep, the way they've been trained is like holistic medicine. I
Western
think
medicine, yeah. That's
they may have
something.
been taught classes in school, but it's like that wasn't considered the norm. And so
Mhm.
most people they don't know how
Hmm.
medicine was originally taught in the hospitals before Mr. John D. Rockefeller got involved.
Ah.
That's another
So,
story.
John D. Rockefeller. What did John D. Rockefeller like? What happened with him that changed
You mean
the medical industry as
after
we know it?
he got involved in the American Medical Association and started changing the rules,
Oh,
made it
okay.
so hospitals had to follow this new curriculum, or basically go broke.
Interesting.
But y'all
Interesting.
gotta do some a lot of history on that. There's a lot of info on him.
So, so we basically should be searching John D. Rockefeller and the medical industry.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I don't want to like just give shameless plugs for people, but Yaki Awakened,
Yeah, Yaki.
YakiAwaken.com, you guys.
YAHKI Awakened.com.
Shout out to Yaki.
Or
Check us.
look YouTube him and you'll get some info. He'll tell you some stuff that will surprise you.
Hmm.
Yep.
Interesting. Interesting. This is quite eye opening.
Mm.
Hmm.
But I mean, listen to him. There's different things how I guess when you start even reading the Bible and he tells you what we're supposed to eat. We talk about healing, like God created us to heal ourselves, but the medical profession, what they give us is more like suppress like different diseases and stuff, the stuff that suppresses. And it's
Interesting.
like your
Interesting.
bodies are designed to just heal itself. So like I said when stuff that we're calling diseases are the body's way of actually healing itself.
Okay, interesting.
But when you get these medicines, they just basically suppress your body's ability to heal itself.
And then
Very
you know what's bad?
Conscious.
The bad thing
Diabetes.
is they get you hooked on these medications. They get
Mhm.
your body, your body gets addicted to it, and then they want to take it away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Then your
Mm.
body's
With
crashing.
the pain pills,
And,
especially.
and another plug is research Dr. Sebi, or how
Dr.
you Sebi,
Sebi. Yes,
Sebi,
yes.
S-E-B-I.
I'm familiar with his work. He used all the herbs and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Sebi. Okay.
Like I said, he healed these so-called diseases that couldn't be healed, cancer and so many other things that he actually healed with herbs.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, there is a famous court case with Dr. Sebi where he had to prove that he healed cancer and AIDS patients.
And actually did it.
Yeah, I forget an
Mhm.
eye-opening earful
Yep.
about how Dr. Sebi naturally healed people. So do your research, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Yeah, because it's out
Mhm.
there.
Cause so
Yeah.
anybody go ahead, my
I
fault.
was
Sir
about to say,
Groove.
if you want to, like say, go with the Bible, so look at Genesis chapter 1, verses 29 through 31, where God tells you how he made all the fruits, trees with the seeds and stuff, fruit for basically for man. He said as meat.
Mhm.
Yes,
Supposed to
he
be
said,
as meat for
yes,
us.
I'll quote it. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the
Mm.
earth,
Yes.
and every tree in which the fruit of a tree yielding seed to you, it shall be for meat. Interesting.
And then the next line he talks
Yes.
about with the greens, how that's for basically for everybody.
Mm.
Like verse 30, I think.
Yeah, so I
Mhm.
guess there's a lot of theories out there stating that we shouldn't even be eating meat.
Yeah.
So, but I
Because
Yeah,
mean, our bodies are built for taking meat, but that's not really our natural diet.
it's not really built for taking meat.
Yeah, because I mean, you can look at diagrams now, like animal guts, like versus meat eater guts versus plant eater guts. Our
Mhm.
guts are really shaped like plant eaters' guts. If you look into
Exactly.
Mhm.
But not
So-
meat
Yeah.
eater.
Of course.
that, right?
Like I say, because animals don't eat they don't eat plants is that only unless they get sick or whatever. They might do a plant or whatever so they can regurgitate it.
Right, because I think if I'm not mistaken, I'll quote Yaki. He's saying animals that are true carnivores, they have like multiple stomachs, or they're like, yeah, as you were
Mhm.
saying, they regurgitate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fascinating stuff.
And how we're vertical, they're horizontal. And it's like with them, like they take 16 to 18 hours to digest their foods.
Mm.
Oh wow,
We don't take that long. These
yeah,
are
that's
Yeah.
yeah. You said 16 to 18 hours.
yeah, because they spend all that they eat their prey and then they'll lay around for 16 to 18 hours doing nothing basically.
Who you said does that?
Animals like
Hey, that
say
sounds like some people I know.
tigers, cheetahs, tigers, cheetahs, like,
I know some folks who
and they'll just lay down because that's their body digesting all that. It takes that long to digest.
It's interesting.
Mhm.
And I said we're more closely to the primates,
Yeah,
the apes and gorillas.
so like plant and fruit
Yeah.
eating animals.
Yeah,
The
like
monkeys.
the whole our physiologies, our teeth is the only thing about the gorillas. Their teeth are a little sharper because more for defensive purposes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Our canines. Interesting.
Then you break it down even more when you start getting into different races. Like say Caucasians compared to blacks, said their teeth are sharper than ours.
Mhm.
Very interesting.
So they said like their bodies said they can actually digest meat better than us.
Mm.
That's getting to another story.
So meat is something we
Yeah.
shouldn't even be touching. But yeah, you're right. That's a topic that YouTube may not be ready for yet. So we'll touch on that a little later. I feel you though. I feel you.
Who you talking to?
Say what now? What?
You want to chime in? Got anything to say on the subject?
Who are you tonight?
Dino.
Dinosaur?
Dino.
Dino?
Ah, well, I'll put in my
You-
2 cents.
Eugene, anything from you?
Well, I was listening to what y'all said, and I think that's the truth. I've been reading about some stuff and searching about the food supply and stuff like that. A lot of times now we get foods, and even on the stores, when you get stuff in the store, if you didn't naturally grow it yourself, or if it's not a one ingredient thing, as I heard you say before, then you gotta watch it and be careful what you eat, because when they put it in cans, they process it, preservatives, things
chemicals.
like that. Well, they claim it's okay for your body, but you don't know how it tears and wears and tears your body.
Right.
Really,
Right.
coming up with all these different type of ailments in your body. Where's it coming from? It just
Mhm.
fall on you. It's not God putting it on you. It's coming from somewhere. It's more than the food supply. The food supply is the easiest way to get to a person or a nation or a civilization.
Yep.
And the water and the food and all that. It's
Food and water.
I know the water here. I buy my water. I drink bottled water, purified. I'm still particular about spring water. I don't know what spring water. I gotta research on
Yeah,
that.
because y'all hear what y'all actually say how they messing with the water now.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
spring
hey.
water supposed to be naturally alkalinic.
Yes, spring water is supposed to be better than because like I said, the purify, you don't know what kind of stuff they actually putting in to purify it with.
Right.
Mhm.
That's true.
Right.
And they don't have to tell you. Legally, they don't have to tell you.
That's the bad thing.
And even thing like fruits and stuff, when they say it's organic, is like even though they say it's organic, it's like they got certain rules they can, they just gotta pass certain rules, I guess, to say it's organic. That don't mean it's
Right.
actually organic.
And then they can spray it with certain pesticides.
That's why
Exactly.
we need to start growing our own
You gotta
stuff again.
Yeah,
Like to
it's best
start
to grow
growing
your
our own
own
stuff.
garden.
Let's just get your own garden and just put out.
Yes, yes, your
Hey.
own garden.
Remember we
If
used
you
to have a
grow
garden
one,
in the front yard. I remember.
I mean,
Yeah,
quiet
you
as
don't even
kept.
have to
I'm
do it in
looking
the
at
yard now. You can do it in the house.
right. I'm
Yeah,
looking at light kits right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm,
Yep.
I got
Yep.
some land out there. Is it the garden is an idea I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I feel like
They're like saving seeds now. I got like watermelon seeds, grape seeds.
Okay.
Even got me what's that? Plum seed.
Don't forget the greens. Yeah, all the fruits and the greens.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
right.
y'all see Yachi's video where he have his juniper berry trees?
Yeah.
berry
Mm.
trees.
Really,
Okay.
that's really nice.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Cause like me personally, I say if you can't have a garden, like if you don't have room for a garden, get yourself a light kit. Start growing within your house. Like make a space either in your closet somewhere. You can
Yeah.
grow whatever you want to. And me personally, I'm looking to getting into growing things.
Yeah. Me too.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see.
I
I think
concur.
we heard from everybody. All right, I'm gonna give you guys my 2 cents on things. So you heard part of my thing. Like I do want to start a garden. Like if I happen to be somewhere that's got some land, I'm gonna go ahead and start my garden. But I really do want you guys need to really start looking into light kits. I haven't researched them fully, but start Googling light kits and growing
Yeah,
plants
I looked at
within
them a little
your
bit.
home.
Yeah.
So you'll be surprised at the things you can grow.
Yeah, they
know,
have them big,
You can
small,
grow pretty
medium
much
size now.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as the holistic medicine pills versus natural, in my opinion, I feel like the world is starting to wake up. Like we're starting to see that the hypocrisy of the medical industry. We're seeing that the medical industry is really just after our pockets. They want to bleed us dry.
Right.
And then when we die, they want to make money off that too. So like I'm looking towards like natural healing, natural medicine. Like I think at this point I would rather go to a healer over a doctor or learn how to heal myself.
So do I.
And I'm gonna plug these 2 books I just happened upon today. I didn't get into them yet, but these are like old books. They're like so old. But one of the books I posted over in the video, but one of the books is titled I lost that book, but it's titled I think I lost that zone. Okay, here we go. Philosophy of Divine Nutrition. This is by Dr. Reverend Donald Thomas. I think he was real popular in the 80s with the jump rope and stuff like that. Don't know if you guys ever
Mhm.
heard of him. Philosophy of Divine Nutrition by Reverend Donald Thomas. He's a doctor now. And then we also have another book. This book is super old, but it's called Back. Oh,
Back to eating.
hold on, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I
Super
don't
old.
know
It sounds like-
what in the world happened, but I turned my piano on. But either way, but the second book is called Back to Eden by
Yes.
Jethro Kloss. You guys heard of that
Yes,
book?
Back to eat. Oh yeah, I've heard of
Jethro
that.
who?
Back, Back to
I heard
Eden
of it.
by Jethro Kloss. I think it's
Mhm.
from the 80s
Yeah.
also. But they
Mm.
talk about a lot
Yeah.
of herbs in that book, a
Mhm.
lot of
Yeah, that's
holistic
nice.
healing
Yeah.
there. So these are some very old books. You probably can get them on Amazon or something for free or near free.
Mhm.
There was one book I read probably, I don't know, probably about 20 years ago. And I haven't even been able to find it. All I remember is the title is, it says, it was like a little small book though. He says, Why We Shouldn't Eat Meat.
Ah, okay.
That was like about 20 years or so ago. And he was like explaining how our
Mhm.
intestines are one way, like an animal's intestines are.
Yeah,
like,
I was looking at something like that.
Mhm.
but I haven't been able to find that book anywhere. That was a long time ago.
Mhm.
Wow. Why
You
you
probably
Yeah,
do
like
it out of the
Like
library.
so you said, you've had those voices out there, they've been out there. It's just that, as one of my philosophers I heard say, is like, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear.
Right. True indeed.
Mhm. That's so true.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hmm. So
Winnie, y'all ready now?
right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, my advice to everyone: do your research on natural healing. Like a lot of times, there's things growing right in your backyard you can use for different medicines and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like I think I'm gonna me and Angie T was discussing an herbs course or something like that or a book. So
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
definitely look into that.
Mm. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah, I think
Janita
that's
actually
something
cleared
good to
out a
look into.
little plot of land out there a few days ago. Like
Okay.
cleared out the weeds and stuff in the yard. A little spot.
Mhm. Right.
Start growing stuff. She's planning
And
to
even
plant some
across
little
the
seeds
street
that
from
out
the
there.
house over there, they
Right.
had them lavenders were over there, and no telling what else.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Start planting your garden, get some fertilizer, and get a light kit. If you're like a city dweller or city slicker, get a light kit so you can grow everything. Like I want to get to the point where I don't even have to leave the house for food.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
You need to
Yeah.
leave.
You know.
Oh, you mean like going to the grocery store?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah, I got that little that link I sent for Yaki, that I think the last video he did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got that. Yeah. That was
Yeah, I need to
interesting.
watch
that
that
was
to the
good.
end, because he tells about these 4 things you can do. It's like, even if you didn't change your lifestyle, that would still, simple thing like first of all, he says get your H3O2. That's
Mhm.
basically fruit juice. You get that in the morning, then go out in the sun. He said every like, as he calls us, people with melanin should get 2 hours of sunlight every day.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
He said,
when the podcast is over, repost that link in the chat so we can get it because I got it. I can't find it now. But when
okay.
we post it in
Oh,
the
I
chat,
saved all his. I
podcast is
saved all
over.
his videos that I watched. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, another thing he's talking about,
He's
just
been
walking on the,
suggesting. Oh, you were about to say the same thing I'm about to say.
well, it's
He
just
suggests
walking on the
walking on the
ground.
grass. Yeah, walking
Yeah, because
barefoot.
he says like he's talking about how we wear shoes with soles. He's like, when you just walk on the grass, that like the ground, Mother Earth is basically, it pulls out the toxins out of
Yeah,
your
the
body
earth's grounding. Yeah.
and gives you back basically re-energizing.
Okay,
energy.
yeah, I remember that now because he said like if you're living on planet Earth, you're pretty much ruled by 3 things: the sun, the moon, and the earth, and they all had this
Mhm.
like polarity.
Well, he
Like
got a 4th one, the wind.
yes, the wind. Yeah.
Remember that Earth, Wind, and
Earth,
Fire?
wind, fire. Yeah,
Wonder where they got.
yeah. Gotcha.
Wow.
Gotcha. Yeah, the wind. True enough.
That's the wind is basically your breathing.
Right,
Mm,
your
just
breath. Yeah. I
deep
guess
breath.
the wind is what? The spirit, right? Wind is spirit, ain't it?
We need to,
Oh yeah. So that makes
It
sense.
could be. It's
Yeah.
the
That makes
wind.
sense. Yeah.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Yeah.
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 Hey, look, if
That's a lot deeper meaning now, don't it?
if I knew I wouldn't get a YouTube
Mhm.
strike, I'll go ahead and play that for the outro.
Yeah.
Ah, so
Oh, yeah.
anything else anybody want to add or submit?
No, I'm just enjoying getting this, soaking up this info.
For
What do
real.
I have? This input I'm getting here from y'all like that, and what did I add in? So
Yeah. You know, we trying to reach out to the people and help the people. You know, we're a podcast, but at the same time, you know, we want to keep the people informed and awoke. So
Yeah.
you know,
all right,
Mhm.
all right,
but
all right.
but I guess that will wrap up this podcast.
And we need more farmers.
Yeah,
Really,
I
we
mean,
do. We need more farmers.
I
All the
feel
farmers, a lot of the
But
farmers
it-
I
left.
it-
feel like
need
we
them back.
have farmers, but we need some that's not
We
dependent
need them
on
to come.
government
Yeah, we
subsidies.
need more now.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
A
It
lot
makes
of
you
them
wonder
have
about
left.
that too. How they
Yeah.
just all become dependent on the government.
Because like from the farmers I see here in North Carolina, a lot of them are dependent on government subsidies. And what's crazy is that the government tells them what to plant and what not to plant. Like certain
That's
things,
crazy.
no, the
Mhm.
government will pay them not to grow something. That's what's
That's what I
crazy.
said. That's crazy.
So you know, yeah, that's something
That
to
is
look
really
into.
crazy.
Also, they really have a grip on the food supply. It's
Mhm.
crazy.
And that shouldn't be.
Nope.
Nope. I'll tell you.
But yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap this podcast up. I'm Tay Oracle. I'm gonna sign off. You guys have a good one.
All
All right,
right.
you too, y'all too. Y'all have a good
All
one.
right.
All
Good
right.
night, y'all.
All right, everyone.
Thank you for allowing me to
Good
participate
night,
in
y'all.
your podcast.
All right.